Awakened soul, there is a sacred violence that precedes every true rebirth. It does not come as a gentle nudge. It does not arrive as a whisper. It comes as a fracture, a rupture in the very foundation of your trust. It comes wearing the face of someone who swore they were safe. This is betrayal, and everything in your being cries out against it. Grieved, the rage, the utter collapse of the world you thought was real. But what if I told you that this devastation is not your enemy, that this profound shattering is in fact a necessary initiation, one that the deepest part of your soul, in its infinite wisdom, allowed? You see, the awakened soul does not walk the path of comfort, it walks the path of truth, and the truth of who you are, your power, your purpose, your spiritual sovereignty, is often buried under layers of loyalty to people, places and promises that were never meant to contain the fullness of your light. Move built a life, an identity, on a foundation of borrowed trust. You gave away pieces of your authority, thinking it was love. You muted your intuition to keep the peace, but your spirit could not stay dormant forever. A hunger awoke within you, a hunger for authenticity, for a life that felt truly yours, and the old structure, the one built on compromise, could not withstand that new pressure. So, the universe orchestrated a collapse. It sent the lesson in the form of a betrayal. The friend, the partner, the family, the business ally, the one whose role was to hold a piece of your trust, and in failing, to hand it back to you. They did not take your power, awakened soul. They revealed where you had left it unattended. This is the alchemy of betrayal. In awe, it burns away your faith in everything external, so you are forced to turn inward and find the unshakable citadel that was within you all along. The betrayal is the fire that separates the gold of your true nature from the alloy of your attachments. Let's reframe the three levels of this sacred betrayal. The betrayal of the person. This shatters your faith in where you placed your trust. It teaches you discernment. The betrayal of the promise. This shatters your faith in how you believed the future would unfold. It teaches you surrender and divine timing. The betrayal of the pattern. This is the deepest cut, when you realize the dynamic itself was the trap, the people-pleasing, the overgiving, the silent bargaining for love. This shatters the very strategy of your old self. It forces you to build a new way of being, from the ground up. This is why it was necessary. You were in a spiritual prison, but the walls were made of your own kindness, your own hope, your own need for belonging. You would have never voluntarily torn them down. Betrayal was the earthquake. It was the only force strong enough to break the foundation so you could be free. So, what do you do in the rubble? You do not rebuild the old house. You stand, awakened soul, in the open space. You feel the terrifying and liberating expanse of the sky, and you begin the sacred work of building your temple. This time you are the architect. The cornerstone is your self-respect. The walls are your non-negotiable boundaries. The altar is the commitment to your own truth. The person who betrayed you was a painful, but temporary, contractor. Dismissive. Their job was demolition. Their role is now complete. Your work is creation. Forgiveness, then, is not about absolving them. It is about reclaiming your energy from the story of the wound. It is saying, what you did was unacceptable, and it served my awakening. I am no longer mortgaging my present to the past. You are now a different species of being. You relate differently. You trust not the words of others, but the resonance of their energy with your own. You love from a place of overflow, not lack. Awakened soul. Your faith was never meant to be in the fragile hands of another human being. It was meant to be planted in the unshakable ground of your own spirit. The betrayal was the storm that uprooted the shallow tree, moved so the oak, hidden within your soul, could finally break through and reach for the sun. You are not broken. You are unfettered. Now, walk in the freedom you were forced to find. Empowering.